Character counts everywhere, all the time. Whether life's easy or an uphill climb, we will shine when we walk that line. Character counts everywhere, all the time.
There's an activity we do in our character counts workshops called More or Less. Participants are asked to identify what they would like to see more of and less of in terms of students, staff, and parents related to academics, social emotional learning, character, and school climate. I tell participants to try and avoid just one word, respect for example, and instead describe a behavior or action that's associated with the trait. From this activity, we build on developing desired key beliefs that will assist in the integration of character counts in the life of a school. Keep it in mind that these beliefs shape attitudes and behaviors. What will often happen is that participants begin to reflect on what they'd like to see more of or less of in their own life. And I share with you that every time I do this activity, I too reflect on my own character and behavior. And you see, I struggle daily to live a life of character. I know what I ought to do, but to be honest, at times I lack the willpower to do the right thing. If I was participating right now in such an activity, the word I would choose and desired beliefs would be civility. A nationwide survey entitled Civility in America concluded that 95% believe we have a civility problem in America. 70% of Americans believe incivility has reached crisis proportions. To dig deeper, civility has to include some piece of the golden rule, some element of the pillar of respect. See, it's about a way of approaching and seeing others in a collaborative light rather than confrontational or adversarial. And that takes discipline. I have a tendency to say whatever comes to my mind, even if it's construed to be hurtful and unnecessary to further a relationship I have with someone else. As my wife tells me, you don't have to say everything you think, but do think everything you say. So, can I be civil when the driver in front waits at the light after it turns green, or will I continue to lay on the horn? Will I control what I say when watching a high school basketball game and the ref again makes a pitiful call? Will I answer my phone or text message when in the middle of having a meaningful conversation with someone else? How about, will I stop finishing others' sentences because I think I have all the answers? How will I respond to the cave people I meet? You know them, CAVE, complainers about virtually everything. And when I'm attacked, will I respond twice as vocal and loud with possibly disparaging insults? I'm not saying I have to be agreeable and docile and let people steamroll me. I'm not saying civility means I can't disagree with another person. It's really the way in which I go about having the conversation. It's about a mindset I have when dealing and communicating with others. See, if I truly respect people because they're fellow human beings, how will I conduct myself? See, there's a values.com video clip on civility portraying adults in a heated debate, only to have their behavior called into question by a young girl.
Well, you're wrong.
I'm wrong. You're the one who misrepresented the facts.
Misrepresent the facts? Are you kidding? Your proposal is ridiculous.
You have no right to call
You are the worst example of politics.
I stand for something.
Flip-flop.
I stand for something.
Flip-flop or flip-flop.
Your proposal is ludicrous.
My proposal will go exactly the way I say it will.
My dead body.
I think somebody needs a timeout.
That's the power of one.
I motion that I be issued the timeout, and
Wow, me too.
yeah, for sure, you should get a timeout.
I apologize.
And I motion that I start showing more respect.
Civility. Pass it on.
This reminds me of a quote by Thomas Jefferson. I'll treat you as a gentleman not because you are one, but because I am one. A principal once said to me that all of his staff wanted was for their students and adults to be civil to each other. In probing deeper, the staff really wanted students, adults to be fair, caring, respectful, kind, accountable, empathetic, and good citizens of a class, school, and community. So far, this has been all about me. How can this concept of more or less be applicable to you? How about to your students? A reflection strategy that can be used is called a character improvement plan. It very simply, you ask students to target a character, trait, or pillar. What would they like to improve on? And be very specific about desired key beliefs. And then secondly, what are the strategies you use to try to improve? And then three, a reflection piece. What happened when I tried a particular strategy? You see, any change takes intentionality and commitment. But this can shape our attitude and behavior by putting character into action, by what we think, say, and do. Is it worth it? All I know is that people of character do the right thing even if no one else does, not because they think it will change the world, but because they refuse to be changed by the world. How about you, your students? What is your character improvement plan?
I care about you, you care about me. We live in harmony. With our kindest hands, we build loving lands. It's